The cult hit blood-sucking vampire series has returned after a 20-year-long slumber, with Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And the reviews have dropped, and while some will enjoy, others will probably wish it stayed in that coffin a little longer. With the overall Metacritic score sitting at a mixed or average 64. IGN, of course, gave it a 7 out of 10. Games Radar giving it a very low 1.5 out of 5 stars. GameSpot with 7 out of 10 stars. And PC Gamer with a 78%. Let's look at some of the more positive reviews here first. Area Dragon says, Bloodlines 2 is not the vampire adventure you were hoping for, but it also isn't the massive disappointment you might have expected given its troubled development process. Even though the game clearly needs more development time, especially since the ending feels particularly rushed. There is some charm to Bloodlines 2, the gameplay can truly be engaging, thanks to the vampiric powers and dynamic traversal, as long as you don't spend too much time in its melee combat. And now for the lower end of the review spectrum, with Games Radar saying, Bloodlines 2 is a definition of a crying shame. Clumsy writing and flat, repetitive world design expose a handful of good ideas that never take root, while its poor technical quality and unstable performance will render it unplayable for some. The result is a half-baked, blunt-toothed action mystery hybrid that disappoints at almost every turn, struggling to leave even the ghost of a good impression. Tech Radar says, a cobbled-together walking simulator with a dead world and a poorly paced linear narrative that's unconvincingly pretending to be an action RPG. Bloodlines 2 is a disaster, and not the sequel its legendary predecessor needed or deserved. I haven't played Bloodlines 2 yet, and I can't give my final judgment on it, but it seems from reading all the reviews that while drinking blood across dreaded Seattle can be really fun with amazing traversal, engaging combat, and good voice acting, it's held back in almost every other department, straying away from what made its predecessor great and opting for a more linear experience, with the overall unpolished feeling. If you're expecting the in-depth RPG like the previous game, then this might be a disappointment to you. If not, then you'll probably find some enjoyment out of it being an okay 7 out of 10 game. Anyways, if you found this review roundup helpful, then please slash that like button and maybe subscribe. It makes a difference on this small horror gaming channel. Until next time.